Hello, my beautiful viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you are just coming across my page for the first time, please do well to subscribe and leave a thumbs up for me. And if you are a returning subscriber, I really, really appreciate you. Just in case you are still confused if Blessing CEO is dating IVD. As it popped up some time ago, I would like you to watch
Going
this
on. No,
video
maybe you guys
and
should
leave a
tell
comment
me.
on it. Let me know what you feel
I
about
don't
it. At the end
I
of the
don't know
video,
what's
I'm going to
going
come back
on.
and tell you what I feel about it.
uh,
So please watch.
Folosabia or put word that tongue to speak. Are you
That's unfair. I don't
dating?
necessarily. You said,
Are you dating IVD?
hey, whoa. Where did you guys get that from? Like, how?
Now,
How?
it is uh, IVD is, for those who don't know, like my beautiful daughter here. IVD is the guy who lost his wife to the fire incident. They had a quarrel, and I don't even know what the story is. You understand? There's so many different versions of the story. I've talked to the family. I know the late not I know the lady's brother or sister, and I talk to them from time to time. So it's just a really sad thing. But I don't want to go into that particular story now. My question is, what's going on? That's it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. The
Well, you
internet
have
is just.
a dog.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still asking, what's happen? What did I do? I just published a hand today. I'm so.
Now,
I don't understand. Just little
if
body parts that I published today, and the internet has
is
scattered.
IPD's hand
How am I
with
supposed
your name,
to know? Like,
is
and please leave me alone. I wish I got this. Did I say it was IBD's hand? I didn't say so. Did I say
no, but
so?
people get the picture. See, IVD. Apparently, a hand was released while we're
Where's the hand that was released? Where's the hand?
a hand was released today.
They are just speculating. They're just speculating.
The husband of the ex-husband or the widowed husband of the former bimbo, and I'm trying to use my words correctly. And if you go there, you see blessing is all over Insta blog today. Let me just scroll down. Come, turn it over. Take you for this Insta blog. Relationship expert Blessing Okoro replies, comment insinuating that her new man is businessman IVD. So this is IVD, the husband of late Bimbo. Now this is his hand, his alleged hand with Blessing CEO, that's BCO, tattooed on it. So, Blessing, I'm going to put you on lie detector test. Are you with in an emotional relationship? How did they talk these things?
You know, the internet will always speculate. So long as it's a man and a woman involved, they will always speculate. But like I used to say never. Never can be the only option or the last option. You never say never.
No. I have a question. I know you don't want to answer anything specifically, but I have a. And a lot of people seem to ask this question. And I'm not judging, neither am I in a position to judge. But the question is, isn't IVD in mourning right now?
Now, there's no, when you say in mourning, that's his personal decision. There's no criteria to how you want to mourn people that you love. I feel that's a private decision on how you want to mourn them, because you are the one that was in the relationship with them. It's like going through a divorce and somebody's telling you, why did you move on so quick? Now, we forget something about relationship and marriage. Because we're not in the relationship and marriage, we don't even know how long this marriage have died. There's some people that their marriages are dead, but they're still living together. Some people are just cohabiting, but they're not married. Yes. So when they leave, they've left long ago. That's the truth. So most times we just judge from the physical. A lot of people are not married. They're just together in the same house. So we don't know what have transpired. So it's just easy for us to sit down, judge, talk, blah, and it's just normal for the common Nigerians that once they just see you around a married man or around a guy, they just conclude you're sleeping with the person. It's a narrative that you can't even come and start defending. You'll be wasting.
Your network has gone, bless it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. I could hear you. What is your take? Let me ask my beautiful daughter here. With regards to the loss of a spouse, when is, just what do you think? When is it okay to start dating? Especially when your relationship was, now we're going to have 2 instances or 3 instances. Normal relationship, instance 1, just average relationship. They are okay, they are married. Instance 2, they are very much in love. In 3, there is no love lost. They can barely stand together. So imagine the woman dies or passes on. I don't want to use that word because of Instagram algorithm. Imagine the woman passes on. At what point for the guy to start dating again? Months, weeks, days?
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. When would you say it's too soon?
It still depends on the person.
So it is person dependent.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to pick people's brains because
The truth is, I keep saying it, and each time I come on your live video, people are not just being realistic. And that's why in this part of the world, relationship and marriage is like a bondage because people are not being honest with themselves. That's the truth. So people cannot be dictating to you how to live your life or what to do in your relationship. It's you that is going through this stuff. It's you that know how long you want to mourn someone. It's you that know if this person is even deserve the money. That's the truth. I used to say before, there's some people that you've let go in your life even before the
20. She's going to be 21 this year.
Yes, that's the truth. So mourning is personal.
When
There's no specific.
Pregnant with me.
Okay.
Let's start perspective into things. Those of you saying when my mother was her age, my mother gave birth to me at 21 and she not carried pregnancy for 3 weeks. So person we born for 21, just to say by 20 the belly don't day inside. And I was born in, and my mother was born in October 5th. So mother gave birth to me 21 years. By 20, by her age, I don't date my mother belly, and my mother had her master's before she gave birth to me at 21. So 21 no be small, neither is 20. So please, let's correct that.
Okay.
So back to the issue at hand, which is very important. People are supposed to mourn, and to be very honest, in a rocky relationship, I can imagine what it was like with my ex. Should one of those fights have resulted in the passing on of any one of us, which I thank God it didn't, I, for instance, would have moved on within 2 weeks because of the nature of, I'm not saying she's bad or
That's what we're
bad.
saying. That's what we're saying. That's why we need to respect people's. You don't know what they went through. You're not in the marriage. So you cannot go and be telling people how to move on or how to mourn or how to. It's his personal decision.
A lawyer is not allowed to jump into the arena with the parties involved. And you, as a relationship counselor and expert, should you be in the arena? As in, if they are saying you are dating, you are not confirming that you are dating IVD. But if they're saying you are dating IVD, is it not a bit too close in the matter? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
No, the truth about it is professionalism is different from your personal life. It's like you're working in the bank, right?
I'm listening to you.
It's like you're working in the bank and you have this customer you are serving very well. You are good at what you do in the bank. Your customer can get to like you. You can get to fall in love with your customer. Doesn't mean your customer will not bank with you again. In fact, we actually meet people where we work. It is people around us that we fall in love with. Yes, it is your social media followers that will like your work and begin to probably want to get personal about you. It's either you want to be personal about someone or you want to be professional. So it's just choice. You know, personal life is between you and the person. Professional life is for the public. So there is no criteria. It's just a personal thing between two adults. People cannot tell you who to and who not to. So it's a choice. That's what I feel. So I don't think, you know, people on the media, I call them, we have more of Gen Zs on the social media who don't reason. They don't have, you know, depth reasoning. Yes, that's the truth. They just want to comment. They just want to talk. They don't want to, you know, get to use their brains. And it's unfortunate. So you cannot come and start bantering words with such people. They'll be all right. And that's the reason why I used to say there's a difference between facts and gist. When something is factual, you can always deliberate on it over and over and over again. But when it's gist, it's tiring. That's the reason why if you talk about a topic now, as this blessing, CEO and IBD is trending, in the next 5 days, you want to do this, nobody will answer you. They are all here because it's trending, not because it's factual. So the point is they don't do facts, they do trend. And that's the reason why it's so hard to deliberate on important issue, and it begins to repeat itself again. A lot of things we talk about every day are things that if we sit down and analyze them, a lot of people might not make mistakes, but no, when you want to talk about them, mind your business, shut up, cloud chaser. So it begins to repeat. It now looks as if you are gossiping. Most of the topics you talk about that they are very sensitive that if somebody pays attention, but no, they don't like facts, they like gist. They are more interested in his blessing, CEO dating IVD. Is it your business? It's not your business. That's the truth. It's not your business. It's a personal decision. He's an adult, I'm an adult. If we decide to choice, if we don't want to, so nobody should come and tell you what and what not to do. That's my own speculation.
Honesty, in that regard, I think I agree with. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I agree with everything she said. Apart from the age group that's actually causing this problem. Actually, I agree with it.
Why? He's the Gen Zs now.
I know that there are a lot of Gen Zs on social media. We want to trend and all of that, this and that. But that's the thing. When you actually think about it, like I'm Gen Z, for instance. Do you understand? Maybe it's because of the kind of people I surround myself with.
Maybe.
But, you know, you tend to tag us as we're too emotional. Do you understand? Do you know why you actually do that? Do you know why I do? Because we actually look in depth of everything. Do you understand? Everything happens for a reason. So to you, we're being emotional. The thing is, we don't look at the whole picture like this. Do you understand? I don't know the generation before us, but those are the troublemakers, not us. They look at everything like this and it's black or white. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? It's like we want to know why. Do you understand what I'm talking about? We're not that quick to judge. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And that's why you see us as too liberal. Do you understand what I mean? So I don't think it's us.
Okay. So let me say some Gen Zs. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Some Gen Zs. Okay. Some Gen Zs.
All right. Another relationship expert in the room with us.
Daddy Freeze. Relationship expert, okay?
How is
Daddy Freeze. Happy New Year, Daddy Freeze. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Happy New Year, my sister. I've not greeted you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
So,
all right.
What is your take? Let's hear from you.
Daddy Freeze, I want to first start from the question you asked your daughter that when is the appropriate time for someone that's is no longer married to move on and stop mourning. Now your daughter gave a very good answer, which is it depends on the person, but I think in a conversation like this what we are lacking is context. We're not just talking about anybody that isn't divorced anyone. We're talking about a specific person, which is IVD and his situation, right? So there's a layer of the circumstances that led to his significant other passing on. There are also allegations of domestic violence, whether it's on her part or it's on his part, that is going around. And there's also the next layer of the children who are involved, right? Their kids that they have together that could have access to social media and see these things. So with IVD situation, I think people are expecting some level of social media public respect to be awarded to Bimbo.
even if he wants to move on, it's fine, but it has to be in a respectful manner because the situation is still very, very delicate, right? And on him moving on, the alleged person that he's moving on with is, Blessing, as the internet is saying. And I think why Nigerians will pay more attention to this is, remember, Blessing had a lot to say about their relationship. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, was Blessing speaking from an emotional standpoint when she was going so hard on Bimbo? Were they in a relationship at that time? So people are confused. And I think that is natural. And it's for someone that is a relationship expert, people might put her on a pedestal. So they hold her to a certain standard. So it's like, you've spoken on this relationship. Are you okay with being in a relationship with someone that you've, is it right to be in a relationship with someone that you've worked with as a relationship expert? So there are different layers to it, Daddy Freeze. Also, Blessing mentioned that, social media will speculate and they don't know anything. Well, someone that is respected like Blessing, the best thing to say is like, guys, no, this is not true. We're not dating, no. It's not that serious. And everybody moves on. So the question is, does Blessing want people to keep speculating?
What if they are dating? Is she supposed to lie to her fans? You see, Blessing she's neither saying yes nor no.
If they are dating, I mean, yeah, I understand that. I mean, if she's saying yes, then okay, we can take it from there. Then the question will now be, Blessing, do you think that this is appropriate? Are you going to keep speaking on Bimbo, his late wife? Were you dating IVD when you gave us your opinion about Bimbo and IVD's relationship? Why are you making a movie that is probably about the life of IVD and Bimbo? So those are the questions that people are asking, Daddy Freeze, and I think it's fair,
And like I said,
so that's my take.
Let's hear from her.
And like I said, you don't have the right to my private life. That's not your business. What I put out is content. Is what I give you that you take. Don't force me to say things that are private to me. That's it. If I want to say it, I say it. Whether
but Blessing, you brought it to the internet,
listen.
Though.
Hold on.
Whether IVD is involved or another person is involved or whoever is involved, you cannot compel me to speak about my private life just because you feel a certain way. It's none of your business. So that's what I'm telling the public. It's not your business. That's it. Because at the end of the day, why do I say it's none of your business? No matter what I say, you believe what you want to believe. I remember the last time I spoke on Daddy Freeze live, they pulled down my account just because I was being honest. If I look you in the face and tell you I have anything to do with you, will not beat me. But the internet is not where you bring your personal life. So let's give them content. They should keep speculating because there is nothing that you say that they would understand. They already have their minds. And like I said, gossip sells here, not fact. And before I started even talking about the issue, they've already been saying I was dating him. Once you talk about a man, you are sleeping with him. So why should I come and sit down and be explaining myself to people who just want to listen to gossip? It doesn't make sense. Not like I cannot sit down, but no. But me coming to explain myself is I'm already involved with this person. That's the truth. Involved in the sense that it might not be emotional, it might be emotional. But people already have their speculation. If I come now to talk, they'll say, hey, Blessing won't come debunk him. Blessing won't come. No. They should say whatever they want to say. It's Nigeria. They'll be all right. And that's why I don't want to say a particular thing on it. Because they go still say Blessing, they lie. Blessing, so they should enjoy themselves. I put out a hand. I wrote love notes. Did I call anybody's name? Is it a crime to find love? And everybody started speculating that it was him. It was not him.
No, Blessing, I want to say something. I just to buttress what you are saying about the fact that people love gossip.
Okay.
Right now, there are 309 people watching me live on TikTok. 307 was 309 before. Not YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. 200 watching me live on YouTube. 1,200 watching me live on Facebook. And 2,924 watching live on Instagram.
Mm.
The whole people that came to church this morning is about 1.5 on all platforms, plus TikTok, plus everybody. But I just, the title alone, Blessing CEO Confesses. Me and we're arranging here doing like this. There were already 1,400 people waiting. So you need to understand the world. The day I started being proud of my job as a content creator, Blessing and I are under the same management for one of our platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Go into details about it, and I don't think you should too. That's our
That's
private life, but
that's
what we know how much we make from that platform. And the day I started being proud of being a content creator was the day I realized that Harry, son of the late Diana, left being a prince to come and create content with us. Harry and Megan left acting. Harry gave up being a prince to come and become a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
The work I am doing and the work Harry is doing is exactly the same work. It's just that Harry gets paid better than I do because of the fact that he's a prince married to an actress. So you need to understand that when it comes to content creation, emotional issues sell. If William had come out to do the same thing Harry had come out to do, he would have sold maybe a quarter of what Harry sold, simply because of the underlying emotional issues involved in the Harry-Meghan situation. Now, when you are a content, my friend Louis Duke, Uncle Louis, said anytime he comes out of his house, because he's into construction, interior decoration, he used to tell me those days, anytime he comes out of his house in the morning, 1004, and sees cranes working in Victoria Island, he starts to smile, knowing business is going. I'm not a constructor. I'm not a tent maker like Paul or a fisherman like Peter. What makes me smile? Content. When I woke up this morning and I saw Blessing was trending, I called Blessing. I said, Blessing, that is to me is the crane I'm seeing. It's my work. It's my field. Blessing, you have to come to my live. I'm in the village. Internet is not so good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try at night when internet will be better. That's how I got her to come here live. So what am I trying to say is, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm trying to explain that in this world of content creation, some people are neutral. Sometimes I'm neutral. Sometimes I pick a side. In this IVD Bimbo situation, I was more on Bimbo's side, and I will be more on Bimbo's side. Doesn't mean that Blessing that is on IVD's side is my enemy. At the end of the day, we are lawyers, social media lawyers.
In-laws.
Now me and Blessing, we still drink beer and eat pepper soup anytime we see.
I swear.
We are the lawyers. It's like the day I found this out, I stopped taking life personal. I went to court with my ex in our divorce, and the lawyer bashed me. I was so angry, only for me to go and see my lawyer at the club, and he was drinking pepper soup and beer with the other lawyer, my ex's lawyer. I looked at them. I could not believe that this guy that was insulting
He betrayed you. You felt betrayed.
After that, I became the lawyer's friend to sit down and drink. The day they finished bashing me the last time we came out, the guy gave me high five. Said, I bashed you well, Abi. I said, you are not serious. You understand what I'm telling you? You have to learn to detach yourself from the arena. That is the only place where I'm a bit worried, because now Blessing is IVD's quote and unquote online lawyer. I am Bimbo's family, quote and unquote
Online lawyer.
Online lawyer. So family has something to say, they will use me.
Clash of the lawyers.
They will use them. But now,
funny enough, Daddy Freeze, funny enough, IVD is not even saying anything. That's the thing. The guy is not saying anything. You just want to, the guy doesn't even like to talk. Do you know how many times I've told him, oh yeah, grant one interview?
That's not true. Since
Okay.
we're speculating about this relationship, right? In
Okay.
case you've not heard, Blessing, what is being said on the streets is that IVD said that you guys are not dating, that he only tattooed your name, quote unquote, because you stood by him publicly. So he denied it.
That's what I'm trying to say now.
He
Where
denied
now?
it.
When did he say it?
Ask him. You need to call him
So
and ask him.
that's
Who he
what I'm
told.
trying to say. I've not even seen. I don't even know. So what is it if he says that that's what you're saying, quote and unquote, on the streets? I am standing for what I posted.
So you're saying it's not him?
That's not your business. That's what I'm trying to say.
But listen, you spoke about this man's wife. Of course it's
mind your business. I spoke about his wife and you people were offended. That's my point.
You spoke about his wife.
And you people were offended. I refuse to speak about them again. So let me speak for myself.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not trending them again. Let me trend.
Hey, Pepper Room, don't go. Okay, hold on. Gen Z, what do you think about the situation at hand?
Is it Gen Z?
Well, everybody like raising valid points. Like, yeah, it's nobody's business. Do you understand, to know who you're dating or what's going on in your personal life? But at the same time, when your personal life gets spilled onto the internet, you are now prone to judgment, criticism, and all of these things that are going to be thrown at you. So the same way that you're saying that, what's it called? They don't have a right to know what's going on in your personal life. You also can't stop them from throwing their stones at you. Do you understand?
Have I stopped them? I'm not stopped them now.
Yeah, you haven't stopped them, but you're frustrated by them. Do you understand? And that's all you can actually do. Be angry about it until they decide to get bored and latch on to the list or whatever. But like, that's just, I don't know, like, there isn't really
But Gen Z, can I ask you a question? Right? Let me ask Gen Z a question. But would you understand in circumstances like this where it's being brought to social media and the man in question, his relationship with his ex was all over social media, and Blessing is also a relationship expert. So do you understand why people will want to ask these questions, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said it.
Now,
she said,
yes, they want to ask the questions, right? It's okay to ask questions, and it's still okay for you to answer, right?
I can, because I would be curious, but all I can do is ask the question. And if she doesn't want to answer,
will you bring out a tongue?
About it, yes, but I understand their need and their persistence with the questions. Like, I understand why they would want to know, because I would want to know as well. If
now answering the question is not my problem, but like I repeat myself, there is nothing you want to say. Even as Pepper is seated here, she already has a perception. Anything I want to say, she believes what she wants to believe. So I won't want to believe you. No, you don't need to.
I'll believe you.
I don't need you to believe me. Don't believe me, sir. Because
the moment believe you. You don't have no reason to lie.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, and I don't want to talk about it. It's content for me. That should be speculating. Let it be trending. I love the trend.
Okay, so you like feed on it. That people are speculating. You like it.
I love it.
Okay, so
I love it. I love it
because
more trend is coming. I love it.
And then the matter is over. So obviously she loves the trend.
They'll be fine. They'll be 3 days. They will be all right. We'll post another body parts. Because the tattoo, more body parts are coming.
Social media, unlike real life, has no regulation, no rules. Anything goes. So, fortunately and unfortunately, the way they'll judge this matter in a village square is different from the way they'll judge it in school. Is the way they'll judge it. It's different from the way they'll judge it on social media. So, at the end of the I try to be as liberal as possible so as to be able to hear people out properly. And that, in my humble opinion, gives more room for reality, even though at the end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm creating more speculation. because it's not like a question was answered. And even if a question is answered, people will still start to speculate again. Online in-laws, how we are going to deal with them in this 2023, even me.
It's not even that Daddy Freeze now. Pepper Room asked me a very honest question. If I answer the question, they will drag me. If I answer the question, they will still call me all the names they have called when they speculated. If I don't answer the question, why would I come and be responding to people that you don't get where I'm coming from? I'm not scared to say you go beat me. You're not gonna beat me now. But now, even if I answer the question, they'll say you disrespected her. Why would you? And you don't answer. So these people are people who already have minds of their own and what they speculate. So your answer might come off as disrespect and insensitive. Like I said, we've had this kind of live session before where I was being blunt and being honest. It was misunderstood. The Blessed CEO was insensitive. So I'm picking my words because I know a lot of people do not have the mental capacity to digest it. So I'm being respectful here, Pepper Room, by not answering that question because my response might come off as insensitive, as wicked, and as being inconsiderate. So I rather just let my private life be so that it doesn't look as if I'm trampling on somebody else. I don't know if you're getting my point.
No,
because the public will not, take it So I don't want to come off that way because answering your question is not a problem. But I don't want people to make it look like, okay, you're being insensitive or you're being this and you're being that. So that's why I decided to just, let it slide.
All right, Blessing,
Now, can I?
one question? Let me ask one question quickly. Your recent movie that you just put out, is it based on IVD and Bimbo's life story?
Go and watch it.
The recent movie.
Watch it and find out now.
Okay.
And apart from the question you're asking me, whatever story that you watch there is your mind because they are not the first who have had such story. It's based on people's true life stories. Stories are relatable. But maybe because it's a trending issue, you feel, it's your feeling. Movies are being made for lessons. Pick the lessons and leave. Like we said, it's based on true life story. So if it's a different producer that produces it, will you not watch it? You don't reach Blessing. I don't ask, is it based on Bimbo? No. You don't ask me that question. The essence of the movie, there's a lesson to be learned in the movie. So it's either you take out your emotions and pick out the lessons, or you watch it with your emotions. But the movie was not made. There's a powerful lesson in the movie because it's a relatable story that every young girl can relate to. So that's it.
Where can we get your movie from, by the way, Blessing?
It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's called Sweet Sour.
Oh,
Sweet
okay.
Sour. YouTube and on Facebook. You can watch it there.
Okay, so if I go to your account on Facebook,
or you just go to my page and click the link on the bio. We have to move it there. It's a very powerful message. If you put your emotions aside. I think the movie is about 1 hour, 45 minutes. The complete movie.
Oh, so it's a complete movie.
It's a complete movie. Yeah.
I'll watch it. I want to know. I want to know what it's about.
Speculate. I'll advise that we go and watch the movie. That would afford us the opportunity to actually be more informed in our decision making. You wanted to ask a question.
Okay. I wanted to just because I wasn't aware of this whole situation that was going on. Me being the Gen Z that I am, latching on to gist. But I wanted to know, is IVD being questioned the way or pestered the way she's being questioned?
No!
Oh, went through it.
I'm the social media lawyer.
Because people have this habit of imagine I am dating you. You understand? And then you cheat on me because people are speculating that okay, maybe she was with him while he was with Bimbo before she passed on. Do you understand? People have this habit of throwing the stone at the other woman and not actually throwing the stone at the person who wedded you. Do you understand that kind of thing? So I just wanted to know and specify.
I mean, I'm sure people are in IVD's DMs asking him questions and all that. And Daddy Freeze, I don't want us to, gaslight the public as if I know it's all content creation, but I think us as content creators, right, we need to be very mindful of, what we put out there, right? Because let's remember, this is about, a topic that in Nigeria, it's very sensitive, is domestic violence, and a woman lost her life. So it's not as if people just care about, who Blessed is sleeping with behind closed doors.
Now let me talk about that. You see, I've heard a lot from Bimbo's side, and I've also heard a lot from IVD's side. Even during the live that day, when IVD's younger brother, no, when Bimbo's younger brother joined us, we knew that that particular relationship was very turbulent, if I can use those words. It wasn't more so a case of domestic issues as it was a case of a very turbulent relationship. I believe that by now, IVD shouldn't be roaming free and on social media if he was directly responsible for her demise. Of course, he definitely had something to do with it, and at the end of the day, but you see, there were two people who were not matched for each other. And there's so many stories from both sides. So this is not a case of gaslighting the public, even though there's an element of that, like my beautiful Yella here pointed out. But at the end of the day, it's also there's no open and shut. It's not an open and shut case. It's a case of Bimbo's defense against IVD's defense. And at the end of the day, people pick sides, and make judgments.
Daddy Freeze, please, sorry to interrupt you. Let's also quickly understand, right? Apart from the fact that I am speaking, everybody in this part of the world are very, very insensitive when it comes to men. It's always be a man. You've not heard from this guy. Most of you don't know the true stories. Forget the noise. You've not done, the difference between bloggers and journalists. People don't have the real facts. That's the truth. So when I see most people trying to, I will be smiling. There are facts to this stuff. And you said a very intelligent thing, Daddy Freeze. He is roaming free. Why is he roaming free? If he actually has all this, it's just noise.
Guilty people won't roam free all the time. There are people that, hurt people that are still roaming free.
Also,
So that's not new.
Hold on. Is it our call to label him guilty?
No, I'm not saying we should label him guilty.
They are saying the same thing.
You see, you said guilty people. That already is a half full cup. I agree with you that guilty people roam freely. But my question is, and Blessing raised the point, we heard from Bimbo's family. We've not heard from
him.
To be honest.
I'm even the one speaking on his behalf, and people are still dragging me. You've not heard from him. It's just because she's a woman and she's late, and because he's a man, which is unfair.
I continue Bimbo's side. In as much as I want to do that, I also want to be fair. I'm a man.
Good.
And I've also been in a turbulent relationship.
Thank you.
And any of us could have lost their lives. It's as simple as this. There were fights that you would think the fight will not get to a certain level, and the fight will escalate. I told you a story of me and my ex fighting, and my neighbor was on 3rd Milan Bridge, and they were calling him that this was a fight, and he drove all the entire 3rd Milan Bridge to VI, and he still met us and separated us. Anything could have happened. He could have thrown glass at me before. So what am I saying is, in a turbulent relationship, anything can happen and everything can happen. I am not on IVD's side, but in fairness to IVD, we haven't heard his side of the story. As when I brought Bimbo's younger brother to my live, I wrote a DM to IVD. I do that all the time. For instance, if Rita, for instance, that just joined us now, if she breaks up with her husband and comes to my life to cry, hey, my husband got 3 house girls pregnant, hey, my husband stole money, hey, my husband used to do this, I will write a DM to the husband for posterity. Hello, would you like to share your side of the story? For the balance, we didn't hear anything from him. You understand? Now, the Nigerian police is not good. A high-profile case like this, the Nigerian police will not play with it.
Now, Blessing CEO herself has spoken about it and cleared the air. But whatever you feel about it, let me just know in the comment section below. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and wait for more gist. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.